And this is why we don't do anything involving romance novels. Anyway, welcome back everyone to the volume commentary stuff. I'm the Lion Founder, and with me as always is my best friend of Kiowa.
Hey, yo.
And this is volume 5. I'm gonna be frank with y'all, this is not my favorite volume to edit. Mostly because this, like 2 to 3 other ones, was heavily edited out a lot of things involving a lot of gratuitous murder. Cause oh boy, this story right here, this is a lot more gory than you'd ever expect of a kid that just turned 16.
Oh, he's that young?
He was this young in this volume.
Sis, I'm home.
He is the youngest student of Savitar's, technically. Where in human years, he is 16 in volume 5.
Wow.
Anyway, aside from me alluding into some very horrifying things that you really don't want to know about, Kira is gonna be the audience insert once again to ask the questions you guys wanted to ask before. Kira?
First off, I love the transition there, the footsteps of the kitchen and then them walking in the city. That was really well done.
Thank you. It took like 7 hours.
Jesus. They mentioned a deep sea war last week. Can you summarize what that is?
So, in between the stories for volumes 4 and 5, there was a series of manga chapters. Kira knows this story because we've talked about it before. There was a series of manga chapters back when this used to be a manga series where the current apprentices, there were at least 11 at the time because Ivan's the last one. They were trying to fight this entire universe that was filled with corrupt mer people that recently killed their chancellor, and they were trying to restore peace to it because one of the people there was an assumed candidate to be an apprentice until Savitar met with them to understand that they're needed in their universe, but they are an ally who may or may not be coming back in an upcoming story. But that's beside the point.
Enjoy your big day with me. Sound good?
So obviously this part here is a flashback.
Oh yeah.
So about the
Nice.
That's I feel like that's pretty. You did pretty good at making it clear.
At least I hope I did, because some people are just like, I don't understand. What's going on? And I'm like,
Well, that's why we're doing this. So yeah, anyone who thought that this was a parallel universe or going on at the same time they're searching the city, no, it's a flashback for Ivan. For
Also-
whatever happened.
Also, to anyone that was like, what was just censored? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, good. Still, how are we supposed to find the candy?
Anyway, any
I also
more?
love the voice acting in this one.
Oh yeah, the voice acting was top notch from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
God.
What was Aeon again?
Aeon is a slime lady.
Oh, right.
Or goo person, whatever you want to call them.
And goopers.
Basically, she's made of gelatinous forms of energy.
Oh wait, didn't you say something about why this wind blows as long as it does?
I did, but we haven't gotten to that part yet.
Oh, okay.
Not
That's
say
not...
anything at all. Almost makes.
But, good lord, that was just... Oh, shit.
What?
Well, back to the flashback.
What?
Yep.
Can't a man check up on his favorite child?
So I guess since no one's gonna really want to really understand the severity about this scene for Ivan, let me just sum it up for you guys.
Yes, normal.
The moment
kid,
Ivan
normal
was
boy,
born,
shits out sunshine,
they saw
eats joy.
animalistic
Wow,
features
fucking
on
boy.
all of his limbs but his head as a baby.
I've heard it all before.
So Ivan's
All
dad
of it.
has forever hated
You
him,
let us
thinking
take
that
care of
his
that
wife
thing you've both
almost
chosen to
died
care
giving
for,
birth to a monster and has forever hated his son for it. Even though genetically he gets his powers from Hermes.
Is it Hermes? Is it Hermes the actual god?
No, Hermes, his father.
Okay.
In this universe, there are no gods.
What was that?
God is dead.
Nothing. Dad.
This is literally a universe without gods.
Hey, don't come barging in here.
But
Dad?
Hermes is
Dad!
someone that low-key hates his own species.
So, can you also summarize what happened in the, like, right here? Basically, why there's a loud snarl, steel clashing, and then what the city we see now?
So, full-blown explanation. When Hermes goes into the kitchen to see his now 16-year-old son, because it's his birthday, obviously, Hermes is hesitating a little bit to shoot him because he has his mom's eyes. Ivan does. And Hermes, after just stomaching the fact that he still hates his son, he still wants to kill him, he fires the pistol when Ursa's running towards to save Ivan. And Ursa is shot dead through the heart.
Oh, no.
Right in front of her little brother, who fully activates his powers and mauls his dad to death. So then, when he's just still holding his dead sister in his arms in a werewolf-like transformation, he is greeted by Savitar, who at the time during the Deep Sea War, when everyone was recovering from their wounds, like there was a lot of stuff that's gonna happen in like video games if we ever get to that point to tell those stories. Ivan meets with Savitar, but Savitar is just saying he'll be back within a few months his time, which for the time that Ivan was sitting through was a long experience, while Savitar was like just 5 minutes. And everybody was just like, whoa, what the fuck happened to the city? Where during the time Ivan was still holding on to his sister, waiting for Sav to come back, he went on a full-blown rampage when people were trying to take his sister from him, and pretty much killed every single living being within the entire city.
Rip.
Like, I mean every man, woman, child, infant, animal, anything that had a pulse, it is dead.
Jesus. Case in point. Sound of screams.
All because he was like, no one's taking my sister from me!
I'm just saying, the life of solitude is not for the likes who let alone their own misery.
Also, I like to point out that Sue is just like, what do you mean? We can't just leave him here. I'm like, Sue, they literally, when they met you, were like, okay, we'll be back and like, we're outside the prison. Feel free to bust out whenever you want, but we're gonna leave you here for a couple days. And now Sue's like, we're just gonna leave him here for a couple days? It's like, Sue, yes. That's how it works.
Yeah, by this time, by a lot of real-world standards, like we were to put the timestamp for Volume 5 to Volume 3, to Sue at least 3 years has passed in our time, but for him it's been 12.
Well, as I was saying, let's go meet up with the others on the outskirts of town.
Mr. Jail.
We'll wait a few days and move
But obviously a lot of time passes between people, so it's like for them it could be mere moments since they're passing through so many different dimensions and time frames that it could be just mere moments for them, but for a lot of people in real time, it's 3 years for us in our universe, 12 combined to all of the shared experiences by the time Volume 5 has happened. And this is still the start of all the journeys. There's like 1,001 adventures that they've all gone together as a group of 13 with their master. And now you had a question for the win thing?
Yeah, so why you said you got a question about why the duration is as long as it is.
Yeah, so originally when people were watching this, they were just like, man, this wind is going on for a long time. What's going on? Well, if we had an animator on board, This would be the time where Ivan is reminiscing about the happy moments with his sister. And literally just being like, what should I even consider with my dead sister still being here? Not knowing, of course, the plot twist at the end that his sister is a ghost.
Oh no.
So he's just like, what am I even gonna do? Her body's still here. She doesn't even have a funeral.
Okay, take a hint.
But subtly, there's just a slight wind, but that wind is actually, like the wind before the transformation, that was his sister talking to him. Which was very cute. And that's Volume 5, ladies and gentlemen. So many beautiful people, and thank God I wasn't voice acting in this one, because I would have probably cried my eyes out. Also, this was one of the start of a couple of volumes that didn't get copyright claimed like the last few. Thank God! And there's a show coming out soon for y'all. We're gonna give more details about that later, but I've, of course, been the Lion Founder. This has been Kira, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Wait a minute, think I know how this one ends.